So what we're looking at today is creating a base plan. That's kind of technical jargon for a scale drawing. Everyone knows what a scaled item looks like. So a playhouse, for example, would be a scaled down house for children to play in and pretend that they're big. And if we make scale models of cars, the car is little, represents the big one. So today we're going to create a scale drawing that looks something like this. And you can see in relation to the real property report, it's quite a lot larger. And it has, this isn't a design yet, it's really just a basic scale drawing that shows the house and all of the windows and utilities and existing trees, the city sidewalk, and the garage and the electrical pole. So everything is there at its actual size so that you are able to make better decisions about what you're going to do on your property. So there are a few things we need to do to create a scale drawing. And first we'll like to talk about what scale is, because I use that word a lot. So again, it could represent the scale of the playhouse or some object in the yard. When I talk about large scale, this is where you might have a very large piece of property. It could be an acreage or government buildings, apartment buildings. They all have a large scale that we say. And so the person feels small in relation to the larger building. So it kind of makes sense for government buildings to be quite a lot larger because they want you to feel like part of the populace. I'm also going to say out of scale sometimes during the mini courses, and it's has to do with how does something feel in relation to something else. So in this case, there's a large house with a garage, and the person has planted a tree beside the house and a little flower bed out in the lawn. So I would say this is all out of scale because the plant beds and the plants themselves should be a lot bigger in order to make the house feel like it fits into the landscape, like it'll kind of belong. So if we had a property that was in scale, then the person in the garden is going to feel like everything is their size. There are things that are a little over their heads. The walkways feel like they can get along smoothly, and they might be big enough for two people, depending on what their needs are. So this is what I would call in scale. So when we look at the large scale picture, the trees are in better scale with the house. They kind of balance the garage. So that's normally how we use scale.